Best post from white people on Twitter, February 2020. My dad's high school drug talk with me was just a story about two guys in his platoon who smoked weed and fell asleep outside the wire, and the Viet Cong slit their throats and cut off their ding-dongs. So whenever I smoked weed in Cave Creek, Arizona, I always kept watching for the Viet Cong.
Bernie Sanders, have you ever avoided taking an ambulance because you could not afford it?
The ambulance is not your taxi to the hospital.
What in the god-dang duck is it then, sir?
My favorite part about having a job is assuming you're fired every time your boss calls you into their office.
What feels illegal but isn't?
Calling in sick when you're actually sick.
Kindergartner makes 911 call after dad drives through red light.
I could never disown my child for being gay or sexually active, but if I raise a snitch, they have to pack their crap and go.
My mom has trained her unruly fifth grade class to respond to hear ye with all hail the queen, followed by immediate silence. I'm both appalled and impressed.
Yesterday, I finally achieved what every single college student in America has dreamed of, yet can only hope will happen to them. That's right. I got run over by a bus on campus.
Just finished up a 5-day social media hiatus and came to the conclusion that putting your phone down every once in a while and actually spending quality time with your loved ones is astronomically more shatty and annoying than just chilling by yourself and looking at online stuff.
The guy who picked on me in high school and then became a millionaire just came into KFC, and I overcooked his chicken. Checkmate, Justin, you ducking loser.
A guy in class got called on to answer a question, and after a short pause he says, "Hang on, I'm not dumb, I'm just panicking." I felt that. The guy next to me felt that. Your mom felt that. The world felt that.
My favorite TV moment was when I got voted off the weakest link, and host Cornelia Francis said, "I understand you like golf. Well, your teammates have decided your game was below par," to which I said that's a good thing, and they had to do a retake and change the script for her.
It's only $5. Why not buy it mentality has probably cost me like $10,000 at this point in my life.
Porn stars get $18,000 for anal. I don't even get a warning.
Tonight at work, a customer ordered 3 meatballs and ate them all. Ordered 3 more meatballs and ate those too. Told his server to take empty plates before his wife got there. Wife gets there, server takes both of their orders. He goes, "I think he'll try the meatballs." What was he hiding?
Friend, what did your wife do just before she had the baby? Me? She went follow-up, and a bit of poo came out. Friend, I meant work-wise. Me? Oh, bookkeeping. One time I invited this girl over and we got high, and I sat down and explained the entire plotline of Skyrim to her for 45 minutes, and she still had sex with me. It was unbelievable.
When I'm president of video games, all games will have an adults with busy lives feature. Hi, I see you haven't played this game in a month. Here's a reminder of the last things you did and where you need to go next. Press X for a quick tutorial of the controls you forgot.
The person at an event, "Oh hi, I know you from Twitter me. Sorry, remind me." Person says his name, full job title, things we talked about me. Person, my profile picture is a banana. Me banana. How are you? So great to meet in real life.
My boyfriend's dad moved from Australia to Canada years ago, but still has a full-on Australian accent. Like instead of hello, he says G'day. And he says Sunday like Sunday, and he pronounces it "so nice to meet you," as you will never be good enough for my son.
If you call off sick, you are not leaving your co-workers short-handed. Your boss did that. They refused to hire enough employees. Didn't make plans to cover sick worker shifts. Didn't include your human needs in their calculations. It's not your fault. You deserve sick days.
It's been 4 years since my job interview. I'm beginning to suspect they chose someone else.
Christian activist plans to sue the NFL because Shakira and J. Low performances endangered his eternal soul.
Imagine getting so horny that you call an attorney.
My boyfriend has no mental illness and it's the weirdest crap. You know what he does when he's tired? Goes to bed. When he's hungry, eats a snack. When he's drunk, stops drinking. I don't get it.
My boyfriend came to watch me present my research, and at the end I asked for questions. He asked a super specific question that allowed me to reiterate the most interesting part of my research. He knew the answer. He wanted me to be able to highlight it again. What a man.
In French you don't say I miss you. You say to me Manx, which means you are missing from me. Isn't that amazing?
In Texas, you don't say you say y'all, which means you all. Unless there's a lot of y'all, then it's all y'all, which means all you all. Isn't that amazing?
Girls be crying over a dude who reads at a third grade reading level. He's not ignoring your text. He's sounding it out. Give him a second.
The biggest tea on myself is that as a kid I hated cartoons, and one day at daycare I was being a bitch. SpongeBob was on and the teacher said fine, we'll watch the news, and I was like fine, whatever. Anyway, that's the story of how it's my fault we all saw the second plane hit on 9/11.
Reach the age where sleeping with the wrong pillow feels like I fell out of a 12-story window.
Sauron. I shall create 3 rings for the elves, 7 for the dwarf lords, and 9 for mortal men. Hobbits. Wow, okay. None for us cool? Sauron. And thus I shall have dominion over all the civilized races of Middle-earth. Hobbits. Wow.
Had to get a new washer, dryer, 17s. Thanks, Maydag, and the guys installing it asked, you did make this your wife's Christmas present, right? No, cause the guy at the last house did, and that was a bad scene, man.
Once I fix my sleep schedule, start eating healthy, get physically fit, beat depression, stop procrastinating, learn how to do taxes, get mentally strong enough to make phone calls, then it's over for you ditches.
I want a Joker-type movie, but about the duck-up circumstances that led that guy to become Mr. Bean.
One year at Passover, my now husband and told me I was prettier than the girl he brought last year. Yup, I was the girl he brought last year.
As the world gets dumber, I can't help but think Pizza Hut should give a personal pan pizza to every adult who reads 12 books over the summer.
Stop calling your busy friends fake. We are not 17 anymore. We have jobs, bills, and other priorities to attend to.
If you worked at a movie theater, would you check underneath my hat for Cool Ranch Doritos? Be honest.
I go to the same gas station every day after work for beer and burritos. Today when I asked for my burritos, the guy said they're hot. I knew you'd be here, so I made a fresh batch, and that's the most thoughtful crap anyone's done for me in a while.
Nature documentary. You now have an emotional attachment to this crab, me. Xerox documentary. Do you promise to love him, me? Yes, of course, documentary. The crab is now in mortal peril, me. Sad face.
If a girl tells you your PP is small, just remember her PP is literally 0 inches long. Stay humble, kinks.
Just experienced LA to its fullest. A girl ate a habanero pepper and panicked, and someone offered her a glass of milk, and she paused mid-freak out and goes, do you have almond milk?
Y'all shame vanilla sex all the time on here, but it's amazing when both people enjoy it. It's not my fault you gotta have your leg in a bear trap and get punched in the face to come. Relax.
Imagine looking a doctor who spent years in med school and many more years practicing medicine dead us in the eye and telling him he doesn't know what he's talking about because McKeithley from Facebook said that elderberry essential oil works better than Tamiflu.
Just heard a customer 2 aisles over go, hey, I think this is that special glass that doesn't shatter when you drop it, followed by the sound of shattering glass. I hate retail.
My girlfriend said we should each pick a hall pass, just in case we ever met that person. I chose Kate Upton and she chose her roommate Connor.
A guy who lives on my street rang my doorbell and said, are you the lesbian who saves the cats? And I said, yes. That's exactly who I am. Let me get my coat.
Couldn't be prouder of my dad. At the Wales vs Italy match, he had a spare ticket and met a homeless man on the street who he gave the ticket to. Made this man's year and said it was the nicest thing anyone has ever done for him. The smile says it all.
The beauty industry for men. This can be used as a shampoo, body wash, face wash, lotion, mouthwash, toothpaste, engine degreaser, spackle, or sunscreen for women. We've specially formulated this moisturizer for your left elbow.
Mother, can you please fix my computer? Me leans back in the chair. Well. If it isn't Miss Get Off That Computer years 1994 to 2006.
Oh, so when other people call their pets for baby, it's fine, but when I call a kid a skin dog, somehow I'm disgusting and the worst pediatrician in this hospital.
Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe to Karma Farm to get more videos just like this.